This is Leamington, Ontario. It's home to about 31,000 people. It's a town in southwestern Ontario that's grown around a 104-year-old Heinz plant. But then on November 14th, 2013, Heinz announced that they were closing down the plant sometime in 2014, leaving about 740 people without a job. Dennis Jackson has worked at the plant since 1964. He was devastated by the news.
I actually cried. I went back to my office and all the girls from Human Resources come in and we all sort of blubbered a little bit because we didn't really know that was going to happen. We knew something a little bit was going to happen, but when that complete, it just devastated me. I was asked to be interviewed like this because of my collection that night and local papers and a couple TV. And I couldn't do it. I was even now talking about it. As you can see, I'm sort of lost. It's my whole life is Heinz.
Since retiring in 2000, Dennis Jackson has run the gift shop at the Heinz plant. His pride and joy is his collection of Heinz memorabilia through the ages.
I haven't looked at these things in a long time. I haven't changed them in a long time either. Really not too much you can change in here. But, that's our first product right there, or Mr. Heinz's horseradish. And those two containers down there are from the first year here in Leamington, 1909.
The town of Leamington and the Heinz plant are so synonymous, it is hard to imagine one without the other. And of course, given the plant's 104-year-old history, there arise plenty of nostalgic memories from the days gone by.
I grew up right on the corner of Erie and Georgia Avenue, which is 1 Georgia Avenue. And back in the day when I was a kid, when they were bringing in the flatbed trailers behind tractors and the tomato baskets stacked in pyramids, that was our corner they always took. So 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, tractors slow down, speed up as they get around the corner, and I'd be out there with a shovel cleaning up the mess when the baskets tipped over. So I'm born and raised right beside the Heinz plant.
I worked on the farm when I was a kid. I was 10 to 16 years old on the farm in the summers, and I helped pick tomatoes, which I wasn't really good at when I was a kid, and then I hated that, so I didn't mind loading tomatoes. And then I got older and I would bring the loads into Heinz long before I ever worked at Heinz. Yeah.
It's the tomato season with the tomato wagons rolling in all summer long. When I was growing up, we used to have a pickle farm at the Heinz plant, and then they produced pickles first prior to the tomatoes. I guess those are my memories of all the tomato wagons rolling into town.
Rob Crawford is the president of the UFCW 149 union, which represents Heinz employees. And like most of the people of Leamington, he was surprised at the news.
I just didn't see that one coming. I thought that plant was a profitable plant. We've produced the same products that we've produced for a lot of years. Surprised.
And while Mayor John Patterson said he was surprised as well, he's already looking ahead to the future.
This is what we grew around, was Heinz. But you know, maybe it's time. Maybe it's time to move on. So I see us being able to adapt to a new future. It may hurt for a little while. I suspect it will. But when you think about our area, we are agriculture. That's all we've ever done. We grow food. And it may take time, but I think we'll be just fine.
For Fanshawe Learns, I'm Victor Kaiser.